possess the ball. The referee patiently waiting until the last piper is off the playing pitch. The nerves building up. And off go Aberdeen, the team which has already won the league championship, looking for the first ever double. Celtic, of course, have already done that. And Willie McStay playing in his first cup final with an emphatic touch, pass to the goalkeeper. Mark McGhee blinking into the sun as he went for that. Reid. Burns. Little jab forward, appealing for the free kick, and it doesn't count. No whistle. Celtic playing with the wind. And they also have the advantage of the sun, and that was a very deceptive ball. Totally deceived Willie Miller. Good one by Probin, and that was heading for McStay, and that's just passed. Monty McLeod. Suddenly, out of almost nothing, this move brought the verge of the first goal, played back like that, and there was McLeod taking it first time. Neat turn by McKinney, but he gives possession away. McStay just caught, up comes Rugby. Brilliant burst by Rugby. Superb run by the big man, offside. A brilliant spot there by the Aberdeen fullback, catching Celtic totally unawares. They simply could not believe that it was going to come through like that, but his final pass, I'm afraid, gone awry. Now watch the spot of this man right through. Now we didn't see the long run, but that is where it was offside. That'll do the Nails a lot of good. A good counter-attack goal by Celtic. Probin. That's a bad ball. Probin again. Probin for Celtic. Just touched away now. McLeod, can he get his shot in? He can't. Then it is again, and it just passed. The referee has either awarded a goal kick or there was offside. Pointing down there, let's see. Well, that was the best Celtic chance so far. Good thrusting run there by David Probin. Couldn't quite get the shot in. Look, Monty McLeod can bust the net from there. McGhee. Played it too much, and that'll be a corner kick. Must say I'm thoroughly enjoying this match. It's flowing. There have been these incidents, some good quality football in midfield. They miss chances, the kind of combination that makes for a cup tie that I think is going to get better and better. Strachan plays it away wide. Alec McLeish is up. Here's Black with a chance. Has it gone in? It has. Eric Black has scored for Aberdeen. 1-0. As the Celtic defence looked around after 23 minutes, Aberdeen have taken the lead. Well now, that goal came when it looked as if the Celtic defence had everybody picked up. Now there was appeals for offside, but the game goes on. Well, Celtic picking up the play, driving on in midfield. Looking at the past couple of minutes, very determined Paul McStay and Willie Miller right in the way. Late in under pressure. Here's a great chance, McStay. McLeod and off the line. Brilliantly by McKinney. What a chance for Celtic. But on the other organisation in defence. What a superb opportunity for Celtic to make the game level. Look at the fullback, Leighton. Brilliant, a Fanko and a superb clearance there. And that's what fullbacks are paid to do, get on the line under pressure. Aberdeen in a very narrow lead indeed. I think Mark McGhee thought he would have got a free kick out of that. Now McGhee does that better than anybody in the business. That's a great run, and that surely is a booking. Aiken was going to be left behind in the slipstream. And I think Gordon Strachan had better get out of that. Well now, watch McGhee. This is the definitive McGhee play. Shimmying his way in bump. Oh. Roy Aiken has been sent off. Celtic are down to 10 men. Now, I wouldn't have thought the tackle was of that severity of sentence unless something was said as well. Celtic are reduced to 10 men. On it goes to McGhee. Can he get it over? He does! Oh, and it was almost an own goal. Now, I believe that went right through 3 Aberdeen players. Now, I told you that Aberdeen are absolutely brilliant in these set pieces, causing utter confusion. Watch it, 1, 2, 3, and it was touched in almost as an own goal. And there goes the half-time whistle with Aberdeen leading by 1-0. The goal scored by Eric Black in the 23 minutes. There he is. Celtic reduced to 10 men with the sending off of Roy Aiken, off with 5 minutes of that first half remaining. And Celtic with 10 men starting the second half, up against it, but they've been up against it before. McKimmie, but I think the touch was by McGhee. Nice neat little pass from Cooper then, and Strachan gets his foot in. Here's McGhee. Goal kick. Just doing a little bit much.
Since the start of the second half, actually, Celtic have taken the game non-stop to Aberdeen. In that respect, I'll have to be careful they don't lose another goal, because they're playing man for man at the back here in most situations.
Well, here's McGhee. Brilliantly saved by Bonner. Well, that's exactly what both Bobby Clark and Tommy Gemmell have been emphasising, the breakaway. Now, this is exactly what McGhee likes to do with the defence, you know, run across it like this. When he puts his mind to it, he's got great control. McGhee hadn't run back into position. Nobody challenging for that ball at all. Celtic coming back again. Here's Paul McStay. Quality ball, Proven trying around his man. There's the flick and Burns, and he was a bit deliberate with it. So Celtic support roused by this play. An act of utter defiance by Celtic against the odds. I would also say, Bobby, that I do agree that Celtic need to score 2 goals, and go into extra time, but if they got one now, surely it would be a tremendous shot in the arm to them.
I think you take it one step at a time, and as you say, Archie, I think you need a goal, and if they get a goal, well, it's only half an hour to hang out even for a replay. But they're certainly, well, I'll tell you, they could make me eat my words, but as I say, it's only Aberdeen that can throw it away, to be honest.
Danny McGhee. Well, there's a chance, and there's the equaliser. Paul McStay.
That's it, Archie.
Just under 5 minutes remaining, and Aberdeen have been pulled back, with McStay hammering that in. Watch him coming up to finish this off. There was a player on the right, cutting inside. Danny McGhee getting in, the breakdown there, and McStay rattled it in. One each. 4 minutes left. And the very subject that we were speaking about there to Bobby Clark. Now, Celtic, even though they have only 10 men, they have fought back. There it is again. McStay with a brilliant goal. Great finishing. McGhee. That's an interesting looking ball, and it's Sinclair up with it, and it's just passed. Great effort by the substitute. Up he came, right across. A good diagonal run. Sloping away, but it did trouble Jim Leighton. Bonner, well away with it. Tommy Byrne. And there it is, the final whistle. We go to extra time yet again. The 6th cup final in a row that's gone into an extra 30 minutes. So, with the Celtic supporters in the main chanting the team, and there's the boy who has taken us into extra time, we go into the extra 30 minutes. McKinney. Free kick. There we are, the Aberdeen supporters. Good interception. However, picked up by Simpson. That was a very late tackle, I thought. However, Strachan with Sinclair. Does get his crossover. Stark. I think he wanted it back. Celtic at the moment hemming Aberdeen in. Celtic would not mind a replay out of this situation. Bell with a great goal! Off the post! I thought it was in. And then it is, yes! Mark McGhee does it! 2-1. I thought it was going in the first time, it did the second. 8 minutes of extra time gone. McGhee finishing it off. Now watch this shot. How near it was. Quickly pounced upon by Strachan. And McGhee at the back, as prompt as you like. Now, I think this was stunning Celtic. I think the Celtic defence thought it was in themselves. Back again to Strachan, and watch McGhee's finish. Simple but effective. Can Celtic fight back again from that? Well, the words of Bobby Clark turn out to be absolutely accurate in saying that Aberdeen, despite an extremely poor second half, still had the ability to come back and lift the cup. Here's Danny McGhee. Tommy Burns is dipping and has just passed. A great effort. Celtic stung into retaliation. The Grain wanting to come forward, a dipping shot. Curling, spinning. Black, McGhee, Stark. That's a free kick. Free kick to Aberdeen in a very interesting position again. We said at the outset that they can produce the effective and surprising move. Little did we think at that stage that we would be going into extra time when we made that first comment. Strachan. He's alone with it. Bell is going away to the right. You may try the chip. Oh, the bar! Brilliant effort. Oh, that is, I mean, little gems, this quality that he's got of producing something quite unexpected. And that's a marvellous view. And the way he swirled it round, the goalkeeper utterly beaten. Alec McLeish to take it. Black is trying to go in, and that's a post. McGhee again, sneaked in at the back. He knew he would have killed it dead. Watch his diagonal run across. Suddenly comes into the picture. There he is, and the touch, and just the wrong side of the post. We're into injury time. I think Black is aware of it, want to simply hold on, but now Stark. McLeod was Stark, great second half by Mother McLeod. Alec Ferguson below me looking at his watch every few seconds. There's Stark, Mother McLeod should get that. And there goes the final whistle. Aberdeen have won the Scottish Cup for the 5th time in their history. Their first ever double, and 11 of these Dons players get 3 cup medals. They are the first team outside of Glasgow Rangers to win the cup 3 years in a row this century. Up come the players. Aberdeen who win a grand total of £21,575 for winning this cup. Celtic is runners-up, 13,600, and here comes one of the greats. There he is, Willie Miller, captain of Aberdeen.
Wally, how did the players feel just before extra time? Did you feel as if you'd blown it maybe, even though you were still the one man up?
No, extra time didn't really bother us. We're quite used to extra time. We've went